Hello, everyone. Well, it's that time of year again, a new year. Ah, that's why I like to take this time to reflect on looking back at the whole year of the previous year, in this case 2019, just to see all the video games and such, and then I'll look forward to the next 3 months, and then I will talk about some other things that are coming out, and such and such, and yeah. Unfortunately, let's just get this out of the way first. I'm back from Alaska. If you guys don't know, I did mention that I'm going to Alaska during the end of December here. It is currently 10:15 p.m. on December 31st, 2019. And I literally came back like almost 12 hours ago from Alaska. Um, but no, it was a fun trip. I enjoyed it a lot. It was nice seeing my sister, my brother-in-law, and Alaska was fun. It was cold. Didn't really get to do much, but still had fun. It's a very fun trip. There's no video or anything about it coming out because I really didn't do much. We drove around a little bit. We saw a little bit of Fairbanks. We went to the North Pole, which is like a 15-mile drive from them. And then we did a little tubing, which is basically just going on a tube, going up a hill, and then you go down the hill on the tube in snow. It was fun. It was fun as hell. Um, yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, so no video or anything like that. But so fun. So and I'll probably go back. I probably will at some point. Probably won't be there as long as I was last time, but still, it was a fun thing, and it was a fun time. So. All right, so end of the year. So let's go all the way back to the beginning of 2019 in good old January. That's right, we had. So if you guys don't know, I mostly mention games that I'm interested in or could be interested or things I think are pretty interesting. So, for example, we have Mario and. So, first things first. January 4th, we had Mario and Luigi Bowser Inside Story remake or whatever for the 3DS. Then we had the new Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe and Tale of Vesperia Definitive Edition. I got none of those games. Those are all kind of like remasters or remakes of older games, if you think about it. So that's interesting. Then on the 18th, we had Travis Strikes Back, No More Heroes. I played that game. I LP that game. It was a fun game. Yeah, definitely fun game. Then the week right after that, we had Resident Evil 2 Remake. That was a fun game, too. I had fun with that. And then Resident Evil 3 coming out in April is fantastic. I'm super looking forward to that game. And then one of the bigger ones is Kingdom Hearts 3. Long awaited title. I had a blast in that game, and now with the DLC coming out in January 2020, I'm super excited for that as well. So January was a good month. Oh well, it's a good thing I'm getting a new one of these things. I would have my new one already, but the store where I get them from, they were closed already, um, so yeah. February, we had God Eater 3 came out on the 8th. Crackdown 3 came out on the 15th. Steins Gate Elite Linear Brand Program came out on the 19th. It was basically just a Steins Gate remaster, but with the anime scenes, and I believe they also had the English voice acting in it as well. And Anthem as well came out in February. Was there anything else that came out in February? I feel like there was a sorry about that. I feel like I was missing something in February, but I guess not. I got none of these games in February, though I probably will at some point get the Steins Gate game because I freaking love Steins Gate. It's a fun game. As a matter of fact, there's a new Steins Gate game that came out a while ago that looks very fun. I might LP it now that I think about it. Oh dear God, is there like a coffee stain or something down here? What the hell? Well, again, like I said, it's a good thing I'm getting rid of this thing tomorrow. But anyway, going into March, we had Devil May Cry 5. Big one of March. It was Devil May Cry 5. Came out on the 8th. Left Alive came out on the 5th. And Sekiro Shells Die Twice came out on the 22nd. Now, I played Sekiro and Devil May Cry, and I enjoyed both of those games. I thought they were both pretty fun and entertaining, and if you guys want to see it, there are videos of it on my YouTube page. God damn it. I must have spilled something on my calendar here because it's just sticking. Oh well, like I said, don't matter. And then April. April came along with the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. I still need to pick that up if I plan to LP it, which maybe I will. And then Zenki Zero Last Beginning. That was a sleeper hit for me. That was a big sleeper hit, and I really, really enjoyed that game. So, and I did a nice LP of that, I think. And I hope you guys enjoyed it if you guys saw that. Mortal Kombat 11 came out, and Days Gone came out as well. I played Days Gone. I thought it was pretty fun. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It did have issues, but I think an overall experience, it was fun. You know, I don't want to squander it too much. I'm just gonna ignore it. Oh. April. Okay, yeah, May. Then May came out. Nothing for me, really. There was only 2 things that I wrote down because I was like very interesting. But again, this is all stuff that I would be interested in. So there may be something in May that came out that you were interested in that I don't have in here. So Rage 2. Didn't really play the first Rage, and from what I heard, Rage 2 was actually a lot shorter than that one. But sometimes that's not a bad deal. But and then Team Sonic Racing, which probably was a fun game. I've heard it's a really good game. So I probably would have gave that one a fair use if I had the chance to play it. A fair swing. But there was one racing game that came out in June that stole my heart right away, because as soon as they announced it, I was like, fuck yeah. But before we get to that, Persona Q2, fun ass game. I actually still need to beat that game. I'm almost there. I just got another. Gotta wrap up this one dungeon that I'm in and then do the last dungeon. So I'm almost there. But I'm having fun with it. I was really kind of worried how they were gonna incorporate the whole Persona 3 and female main character with the male character and the C members. But what they did was, I guess it's the only thing they could have done. But speaking of the other racing game, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. I don't care what anyone says. Nitro Fueled is a fun-ass game, and I love it. It is a fun game. It brings back the love I had of the original CTR, which was fun. I just enjoyed it more than Mario Kart. And sure, I understand people be like, oh, it's worse than Mario Kart. I get that. But at the same time, I enjoyed it more. So. And then Judgment came out. Freaking Judgment, the spin-off of the Yakuza series came out, and I'm super excited for that. It was fun. I loved it. It was freaking fantastic. I don't know if it's my favorite Yakuza game yet, or if 6 is still pretty high up there. I still haven't played 3 or 4, which I will. We'll get to that later. And then Super Mario Maker 2 came out. That was the only game in June that I didn't pick up, and reasons. I'm not creative, and I know there's a story mode and other stuff, but still, it's yeah. All right, then July happened, which a lot of things happened in July. One, I moved to this nice, better apartment than my old one. Got not really a new job, but it's kind of a new job. And video games came out, like Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers expansion came out. Stranger Things the game came out. Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle, which is basically the Attack on Titan 2 game with all the DLC or whatever. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Fire Emblems, 3 Houses. Kill la Kill If, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. Out of all those games I mentioned, I only bought one, and that is Fire Emblem. And I love the hell out of Fire Emblem. It is for sure my favorite Switch game of this year. It's like, that's just a fantastic game. That game. I'm kind of working on the other routes right now. Just I don't think I'm going to show videos. I mean, there's other people LPing the other routes if you guys really want to see them. And I don't know. But yeah, Fire Emblem is definitely a good one. I kind of wanted to get the Kill la Kill game too, but I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't pull that trigger. And then August, Yakuza 3 HD came out. So yeah, that's when they announced, hey, Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 are all coming out in a bundle, but they're each releasing separately. But if you want to get them all physically, you have to wait until February to get that, which is what I'm doing. So Yakuza 3 came out for people who buy it digitally, and that's super cool. That's super cool. And they fixed it from the original Yakuza 3 when they first made it, so they fixed it for the better, which is great. Life is Strange 2 Episode 4 came out. Just saying this right now, I have not played any of Life is Strange 2. I should, because I really did enjoy Life is Strange. So yeah, Control came out. That's a game I kind of was on the fence about, and I didn't end up playing. Astral Chain, that is a fun, fantastic game that I need to finish. I need to finish that game. I have a few games on this that I kind of want to finish that I don't know if I'll be able to. September came along, right? What? Did I miss August, or was that August? Oh, that was August. Then September came along. Catherine Full Body came out, and I barreled through that, my first run of it, faster than I did when I live streamed the original. Then Final Fantasy VIII Remastered came out. I do plan at some point to LP that game. I just don't know if I'll do it before or after Final Fantasy VII Remake. Probably after. Maybe before. It all depends. It all depends. We'll see. Borderlands 3 came out. That's another game that I'm live streaming, and I definitely don't know if I'll be able to finish it in time for what I'm... Well, I'll mention all this stuff at the end. Demon Ex Machina came out as well. I played the demo for it. I don't think it was for me. AI, the Summoner Files. That is another visual novel game made by the Kodaka, I believe his name is, who made the Zero Escape games, and I haven't picked that up yet, and I really need to because I really want to play it because it looks so much fun. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch HD Remake, and Untitled Goose Game for the Switch came out on the 20th of September. I picked up all those games except for Untitled Goose. I picked that up for the PS4 version when that came out in December. I'm having a blast with all of them. Well, I actually haven't started playing Ni no Kuni yet, and I need to get back into Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Then Code Vein and Dragon Quest XI-S, the Switch version, came out on the 27th. Code Vein, another one that I need to finish, and I really am thinking of just picking up Dragon Quest XI-S because I freaking love that game. That was my game of the year last year. It was Dragon Quest XI. I just love that game so much. It's so fun and fantastic. It was maybe because it was my first Dragon Quest game, but I still loved the hell out of that game. Alright, so that's September. I'm going to go by this a little bit faster. October came around, so now we're in the final quarter. So we're kind of going back to the final quarter. Concrete Genie came out. Indivisible, WWE 2K20, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Medieval, The Outer Worlds, and Yakuza 4 HD came out. I only got 3 of those. Technically 2. I haven't gotten that third one yet because I'm waiting for the physical version. Concrete Genie was one I was really thinking about getting. Indivisible is another one I think I'll probably pick up at some point too. Kind of similar with Shovel Knight. I didn't get that right away. I honestly, yeah. WWE 2K20, I have not played a WWE game in so long, and I was not picking up that mess of a game. Medieval, that LP actually wrapped up while I was in Alaska. I had a fun time with that game. It was fun as hell. The Outer Worlds, I really did enjoy that game. That really did fit the itch that I had with a Fallout game. Oh, and I forgot Luigi's Mansion 3 also came out in October, duh. And then Yakuza 4 as well. And Luigi's Mansion I didn't pick up, so sorry about that. So yeah, that was all of October. Then November had Just Dance 2020, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, which I believe is also the last Mario and Sonic game. Death Stranding, Layton's Mystery Journey for the Switch, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and Shenmue 3. I had Doom Eternal on there, but that got delayed. I picked up quite a bit, actually, yeah, pretty much half of these games. Picked up Death Stranding, both Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and I had fun in all those games. I LP'd 2 of those games, and one of them I wanted to make a very lengthy, probably not very lengthy, but I really want to make a video about my enjoyment with that game, which is Death Stranding. I really did enjoy that game a lot. I definitely see where people probably wouldn't enjoy it, but there's just something about it that I just loved, and I just need to talk about it. But whenever I do decide to make that, hopefully sometime in January here, it will be on this channel instead of the gaming channel, because Even though it's going to be basically me talking over video. It's still more so going to be a, hey, let's just talk about this. Let me talk about why I have these feelings about this game. So, yeah. So that was November, and I believe December didn't really have too much for me either. Yeah. It had the final episode of Life is Strange 2, Scarlet Grey's Ambitions, Star Ocean First Departure R, and Brain Age Switch, but I think that was only Japan exclusive. And I believe I didn't have it written down here, but there was a Steins Gate kind of like a what if dating sim game. That looks hilarious as hell, and I might LP it at some point. But yeah, that was 2019. Overall, a very good year of video games, I'd say. I feel like they are. I wouldn't say this was a bad year. It definitely wasn't. It was definitely it was a really good year for video games. I wouldn't say it was a slow one or a not heavy one, but it was a very good one. So now that that's all out of the way, let's talk about the first quarter of 2020. Unfortunately, I do not have a calendar, like I said, so I can't, well, I'm going to toss this, just not now, but I will get a calendar, so when the next time I do an update video, I'll have that calendar. But I have a handy smartphone, so I can talk about the ones I have here. For example, Monster Hunter World Iceborne for Windows is coming out on the 9th, which I think is pretty cool that that's finally coming out for people. Yakuza Like a Dragon for the PS4 in Japan, which is basically Yakuza 7, is coming out January 16th. So I'm super excited for that. I honestly can't wait for Yakuza 7 to come out over here. And the good news is, hopefully I'll be able, I'll be ahead, because I just need to play 2 of the Yakuza games, and I played all the Yakuza games, except for Dead Souls and the other spin-off ones that they have in Japan only. But hey, maybe they'll bring those over. That'd be pretty cool. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is coming out on the 17th. I'm super looking forward to that game. I think that'll be fun, and I am going to LP it, so there's that. Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE Encore coming out for the Switch. So this was a Wii U game exclusive, and it's a mix of Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei, but it's more so Fire Emblem, I'd say. It just basically it's Fire Emblem, but with Shin Megami Tensei combat. I am definitely picking this up. I don't know if I'll do an LP on it because I'm worried about the music on it. Plus, what I plan to do LPs of before Kakarot, might eat a little of that as well. So there's that. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath HD coming out for the Switch. I like the Oddworld. Isn't that? Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Oh, never mind then. I thought it was Abe's Odyssey. It was something Abe's Odyssey. It was what I thought it was. So that was all. That's basically all I'm interested in January. Now February, Yakuza 5 coming out on the 11th, which will be in the physical version of that. I'm super excited for that, and I will be picking that up. Darksiders Genesis. I thought that already came out. Unless it came out for something else first, and then. Oh yeah, it came out for Microsoft Windows and this Stadia on December 5th, but then it's coming out for everything else in February. I don't know if I'll pick that up. I don't know. I heard it's pretty decent. Dreams is coming out on the 14th. That one looks pretty decent. For all you fighters out, fighting game experts out there, Street Fighter V Championship Edition, which is basically, my guess, is all the DLC. Actually, how long ago Street Fighter 5 came out in 2015? Or was it 16? I feel like it was a fairly long time ago. Maybe it was 17. 17 might have been it. Maybe. I don't know. Bayonetta and Vanquish 10th Anniversary Bundle coming out for PS4 and Xbox One, which I think is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll pick that up. I do already have Bayonetta on Switch, but I'd love to have Bayonetta on my PS4. But I don't really know about Vanquish that much. I think for a while it was one of those free games on the PlayStation 3, but yeah. Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition coming out for the Switch on the 20th. Same with Persona 5 Scramble coming out for the Switch and the PS4 in Japan. And I believe that's will also should be getting the fifth and final Super Smash Bros. DLC pack Fighter 5 from the first DLC pack. And maybe they'll maybe hint. So there's probably going to be a direct between January and February at that time. People are probably speculating it's Dante, and it probably will be Dante. That'd be pretty cool because it's coming out the same day as that. Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collections coming out on the 25th, which I think is pretty cool. Iron Man VR is coming out on the 28th. And the One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows video games coming out on the 28th as well, which I think is pretty cool. And then, so yeah, those are pretty. January, February are pretty good months, but March is kind of where things start picking up the pace and I believe in a lot of people's opinions. Because first things first, March 3rd, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out, and I'm super excited for that, and I'm definitely LPing that because I already said that I was LPing that game because that game is just gonna be super. God, like even though I really want to buy the original one that's on the PS4, just so I can I don't know, just play through that at some point. It's just I do that one on my own time, but the original or the remake I'll definitely do an LP of. But yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisp coming out on the 11th, which I think is pretty cool. My Hero 1's Justice 2 coming out on the 13th, along with Neo 2, which I think is pretty cool. I got Neo for free. It's a PlayStation Plus game in November, I believe it was. Or maybe it was October. But I still need to play that. I talked to my cousin about it, and he said it was a pretty good game, so I'll definitely try it. Especially since I like Sekiro. I heard it, even though Neo isn't made by FromSoft, it's a decently, it's still a good Souls-like game. A Fairy Tail game coming out on the 19th. Fairy Tail is that anime, which I think is pretty cool. Animal Crossing New Horizons coming out on the 20th. I don't know what I'm going to do with that game. I might do an LP of it. Maybe I'll do a video. I don't know. It'll be my first experience with Animal Crossing, but I'm excited to try it out. Doom 64 and Doom Eternal are both coming out on that day as well. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is coming out on the 27th. And then Persona 5 Royal is coming out on the 31st of March. Holy shit. I don't know what I'm going to do with that game. I might live stream it. I don't think I'll do an actual LP of it because I did an LP of the original. Not that there's anything wrong with doing an LP of that game as well. But yeah, I think I just want to do a live stream of that game because I know there's definitely going to be there's definitely big differences. It's not going to be a straightforward thing because I think one of the things I heard is you interact with Haru earlier too, which I think is pretty cool. So that's the first half of the first quarter of 2020 right there. Super excited. Now let's talk about a few other things here. First things first. I mentioned this at the end of my live streams that I do Saturday and Sundays. I mentioned this at the end of the Sekiro live stream. I mentioned this at the last Borderlands 3 stream I did. I am cutting back on live streaming. I'm only going to be doing live streaming one day a week, most likely Saturdays. So that means I'm only going to be doing Borderlands for now. And then I don't know what I'll do. There might be some times where I'll do 2 streams a weekend. I don't know. But the main reason I'm doing that is so I can make more videos, so I can stick with the 2 videos a day type thing. And then, with the live streams, it was 3 the following day. So, not to say that there might not be a second live stream at any time. There could be a stream. Maybe that's what I'll do for her a New Leaf. Maybe we'll do a live stream of it and how I feel about that. Maybe I can make that into the series afterwards. That's kind of what Sunday streams will be. They're like, okay, here's a game that I don't know what I want to do with. Do I want to LP it, or is it going to be a game that I kind of want to play on my own? But with that, I'm definitely live streaming. And then that's where it comes with Persona 5 Royal. If I'm currently live streaming a game already, I will do Persona 5 on Sundays. until that one other stream wraps up, and then I will continue on Persona on Saturdays. And because like, you're like, well, what do you mean you take videos? It's like, well, I'm starting to work out. I've actually lost around 60 pounds since I've been started working out at the end of August. I definitely want to, just keep doing that, get better, get healthier, get more active and all that stuff. And I try my best to wake up early. The key word there is try. I try to wake up at like 8 o'clock, maybe get to the gym by like 8:30 or something, and I'm not saying be there long. Like I say, maybe an hour, at the most an hour, somewhere between 30 and minutes and an hour. It all depends on what I feel like doing, just to like better myself. And then of course I still have a job. I have to go to work at 3 o'clock. So let's see this. So wake up at 8, go to the gym at 8:30. Let's say I go to the gym at I stay at the gym for an hour. So 9:30 I'm done with the gym. It takes me like 15 minutes to get back to my apartment. So I'm back at my apartment at like 9:45. Okay, let me take a shower. All right, that take a shower. That's like 5-10 minutes maybe. All right, it's basically 10 o'clock right now. Cool. That'd be good. That'd be a good thing. I could knock out maybe, depending on what kind of LP I'm doing. Is it like, LPs that's like 30 minutes long or an hour long? It all depends. If they're an hour long, that's a 2, maybe 3. If I'm really pushing it, I was like, you know what, let's do 3. So that's 3. But if there's 30 minutes, that could be 4 or maybe 5 parts of that video, which would be awesome. That'd be great. That's the ideal. Now the reality is, I don't wake up at 8. I try to wake up at 8. I always wake up at around maybe 7 o'clock. Not 7. Maybe around 9 o'clock or close to 10 o'clock. So then it's like, okay, well, I still want to, go to the gym. Maybe instead of doing it for an hour, I only do it for 30 minutes. Okay, so I get to the gym at like 10:15 because it takes me 15 minutes to get there. So I get up at 10, and I was like, okay, let's get ready. It takes me 15 minutes. 10:15. All right, I'm only there for 30 minutes. Okay, cool. I get back at 11. Awesome. That's still, if I'm doing an hour videos, okay, I could do 2 or maybe 3 if I'm really pushing it. If I'm really pushing it, that could be, because I'm done, because it's 11 o'clock now. It's 11 o'clock. So instead of that whole safety net of, hey, because I still want a little time to myself, like a nice hour, maybe 30 minutes, just relax, edit the videos a little bit if needed, have some of them rendering, so then one's done by the time I come back in between my shifts and such. So yeah, so there's that. So that's going to be changing for a while until maybe I get around an ideal weight. Maybe I won't go to the gym every single day, but that's me going to the gym every single day. Another thing is, as you all know, I do my top 10 game of the years. I will do that, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. And by that, I mean it's not happening this week. It will probably happen maybe at the end of the month. It all depends. Because of that trip to Alaska, I wasn't really able to dive deep into some video games. I wasn't able to play any of the PlayStation 4 games I need to finish, like Code Vein. I think there was another one. I'm trying to think. But, yeah, Code Vein and Borderlands 3, but I didn't want to really go into Borderlands 3 because I really don't want to cheat you guys out of some story content of Borderlands 3 because I'm live streaming that game. So, I couldn't really do that. So, and then, of course, I still need to beat Persona 2. And I love that game. And I actually delved deep into that game during my flights to Alaska, which was fun. And then Astral Chain. Astral Chain is another game that I feel like I want to beat so then I can give it a fair shot. So, I don't know. And maybe these games probably won't even make that list, but I want to give them a fair shot. So that's why I'm giving until, let's see here. I'm giving until the 11th to beat all those games. The 11th of January. So if I don't beat those games by the 11th of January, or if I don't beat all those games by January, they're off the list. They're off of my top 10 games list. I mean, they could still be on there. And even if I do beat them, they probably won't be on there. But I'll give the reason, like, here's the reason why they weren't on the list. Reason why weren't on the list. Well, I liked the game, but I didn't like it as much as those top 10s and such. And that could happen. That has happened in the past where I'm like, okay, I gotta beat this game. So there's that. I'm aiming to hopefully get that before February. But now, another thing that I'm going to be working on is my top 10 games of the decade. That's right. I'm going to be doing a top 10 games of the decade. But to make it kind of like fairish, I'm only going to pick one game from year. So they're basically going to be my. So basically from this year, so 2019, 18, 17. I don't think I did a top 10 games of 2016. If I did, those are basically going to be my number ones. But then I gotta like put them in order. It's like, well, how did I like this one? It's like here's my number 10 of the top 10 games of the decade is 2015's yada yadas, and here's it is blah 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 blah. So that one's gonna be a lot of thinking, and I feel like that one might come out. Depends on how I do everything else, and if I don't get swamped. Hopefully February. I want that to come out, or maybe if I'm lucky, knock on wood, I can get that to be out around the same time as my top 10 games of 2019. So there's that, and that will also help with me not doing streams on Saturdays as well, or Sundays. I mean, so then I can record both my LPs that day, and then start working on my top 10 games and such. And I feel like my top 10 games of the decades will be a little easier because I'll be like, okay, just look at the list. I was like, okay, I like that game, that game, that game, and I played and beat. I'm going to try to do. I beat them in that year, but we see. But anyway, I better stop this because it looks like it is stopping soon. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I know this is a long one, but thank you all so much for watching this videos, and I'll see you all next time.